Hello student, in this video we will discuss about the mechanism of regulation of pH and the first one buffer of body fluid or body fluid buffer system. Uh, this buffer system is the first line defense against the acid. First line defense against the acid means what? Whenever the acid increase in our body, so it maintain the pH of our body fluid or neutralize that acid. Now student, we are going to discuss about why the acid produced in our body. So during this cell metabolism, cellular metabolism, whenever the any energy molecule break down, it produce acid, and that acid is absorbed by the buffer. And that buffer is what? Buffer is the substance and the fluid which can neutralize the pH or maintain the pH. Now student, there are the number of the buffer system in our body. So first one we are going to discuss, that is bicarbonate buffer system. And this is the formula of the carbonic acid. Whenever it break down, it produces H plus ion, and it is the bicarbonate. And the bicarbonate is the main important part of the bicarbonate buffer system. And bicarbonate buffer system is the important buffer system of the plasma. uh, it play important role to maintain the pH of the plasma. And in the plasma it has 65% buffering capacity, and in whole body it has capacity of buffer 40%. So in this manner it maintains the pH of our body. Now student, I have drawn here one of the flow chart. You can see, for example, you can assume this is a cell. Inside this cell the concentration of CO2 and the concentration of carbonic acid is more. So in this case, when the CO2 and the carbonic acid is more inside the cell, so it can easily diffuse through the cell membrane. So the lung can easily release the carbonic acid in the form of CO2. And when we talk about the base part of the carbonic acid, that is a bicarbonate, so for that to control, to regulate this part, we require the special process of the kidney. Now student, I'm going some important data about the bicarbonate buffer system. The normal level of the bicarbonate in the plasma, it varies from 22 to 26 millimole per liter. And apart from that, the average value of this bicarbonate buffer system in our body, it is 24 millimole per liter. Now student, it is the second one is the phosphate buffer system. Phosphate buffer system mostly not present or very less amount in the plasma it has, and it is playing the important role intracellular buffer. Intracellular buffer means between two cells it play an important role. And apart from that, the value of the phosphate buffer system is 6.8, and it is near about the physiological pH of our body, that is 7.4. Yes student, then third one we are going to discuss about the buffer system. It is the protein buffer system. And the protein buffer system having the capacity to maintain the pH of our body, and it value depend upon the capacity of the buffer system of protein, depend upon the pKa value. And most of the group having the value of pKa, that is 6.1. And to regulate the pH of the respiration, so hemoglobin play an important role. Hemoglobin, student, you know hemoglobin present on the RBC, so it can carry the CO2, and when the RBC go to the blood vessels to lungs, so it can release CO2 easily. Now student, we are going to discuss about the important features of the buffer. So you can see student here, first one, the important feature of the buffer system, it does the action immediately whenever the amount of the acid and the base increases. So it maintain the pH of the our fluid, and apart from that, it is the first line defense, so it can only temporarily maintain the pH of our body fluid. It cannot completely remove the pH and recover the alkali. Here you can see it cannot release the acid from the body, and it cannot recover or reserve the alkali. For this process, we require the regulation of the renal and the regulation of the respiration system. The final elimination, final release of the acid, we require the respiration of regulation, to recover the base part of the acid, so we require the renal regulation. Thank you.